If I wanted to make my home feel more expensive overnight, here are the hacks I would do ASAP. Let's start in the living room because that is kind of the star of the show when it comes to the home. First, I would add a glow in an unexpected place. You guys know I am always going on about lighting because it's so powerful, but I would add an unexpected glow to a side table or a coffee table. Any piece of furniture that is a floating surface, I would like to add an unexpected glow. So think a candle. It can be an actual candle. It can be an LED taper pillar candle. But in particular, I am partial to a USB lamp. I think having a USB lamp on a floating table just looks so luxe because you're like, oh my gosh, that's something that I've never thought of before. That is so unexpected. How are they making that happen? This is the type of thing that you only see at a very luxurious hotel or very luxurious restaurant, so it is a great thing to emulate in the home. I love this one. This is a marble USB lamp. It comes in jade, it comes in white marble, it comes in travertine. It gives off that nice soft glow, but I also have this one, which I also use in the bathroom. And that's another way I'm gonna make my home feel more expensive overnight. I'm going to lean into the lighting in the bathroom as opposed to just the overhead lighting. So this is a waterproof lamp duo. And this is great because you can use this outside and indoors, but it's also waterproof. So if you get it wet, it's not ruined. So scattering things like these just on surfaces where there is no electrical socket, you would never expect anything to be illuminated. That is so luxe to me. And I just think that having a lamp as opposed to a candle is just like more elevated again because it just seems a lot more implausible. Another way to make your living room feel expensive is just to tuck your lighting underneath your sofa. Now, of course, if you have a sofa that is completely flat or you have seating that is completely flat, this does not apply to you. But if you have a sofa that is, raised a little bit off of the ground, this also applies to accent chairs. I want you to take your lights, so your task lamps, even your floor lamps, and tuck them underneath just so that part of the base or all of the base is hidden underneath that piece of furniture. One, it makes the light feel like it's more in unison with your furniture. Two, it prevents the tripping hazard. Three, it really helps to elongate your furniture and help it tell a story together. Four, it actually makes the lighting a little bit more useful. The point of lighting is to illuminate our tasks. When the light is pointing a different direction, it can't really do that. And also, this finally allows it to serve as more of a room divider. So if you have an open concept, using floor lamps is a great way to kind of divide the concept. But if they're floating in space randomly, you're like, okay, what's going on? Make them tell a story with the other furniture so that the separation feels really, really intentional and curated. Another thing I want to do with those task lamps to make your home feel more expensive is to angle them appropriately. So as I just said, we don't want the lamps floating around. We also don't want them to be positioned so that they're kind of floating around. You want to take your task lamps, your floor lamps, and position them so that they're going to enable you in performing your tasks or enable you in having a better experience. So a lot of people will get a task lamp and they'll face it kind of parallel to the sofa. What you want it to do is almost have it be perpendicular. You want to rotate it so that light is facing down onto the seating so that it can illuminate you when you're scrolling on your phone, when you're reading a book, when you're doing whatever. What I also want you to do is I want you to adjust the actual angle of the light. So if the head can adjust the head as well to make sure that it is angled appropriately. You don't want to be blinding yourself with your lights just for the vibe. You want it to make sense for you. Just as we would angle like a little clip-on light, we want to be able to angle our task lighting because that is the purpose. I think a lot of people, myself included, sometimes we get caught up on the aesthetics and we don't think about the functionality, but an expensive home is one that is super functional for you. That is really it at the end of the day. And another lighting adjacent way that you're going to make your home feel a lot more expensive is to actually put a lot of your lights on smart plugs. So I talk about smart plugs all the time, but not ones like this. So this is a smart plug that actually has a switch that you can attach to your nightstand. This is something I've been doing for years because plugging in a nightstand lamp is a pain. I love a smart light bulb, but sometimes I'm like, oh, I want it to turn on this time, but I'm not home at that time. Or maybe I went to bed early and it scares the living you-know-what out of me. I don't like to do that. So what I like about this is it's a switch moment. I don't even have to raise myself out of bed and I'm able to turn the lights on and off. This is something you see in luxury hotels all the time, and you can do this yourself without really doing any wiring or anything like this. You can just peel and stick it onto your piece of furniture, onto your wall, and you're gonna get that luxurious wiring that you would see at Bellagio, at Four Seasons from Amazon, which I really love. And while I say this one all the time, a great way to make your home look expensive immediately is just to add some type of lighting above your artwork, whether that is sconces on either side, a sconce above, or a picture light above, whether it's this knurled one, these USB ones, these peel and stick ones. They're all really phenomenal options. They're they're going to help illuminate your artwork. Now let's talk bedroom, because we're talking all about hotel energy, and you guys love when I talk about bedding and all of that stuff to make your home feel luxe. So the first way you're going to make your bedroom feel more expensive overnight is just going to come down to how you are folding your duvet. I want you to tri-fold it as opposed to bifold it. That's all you need to do. It's going to make a huge difference in like the perceived fluffiness of it, and the fluff is truly what we're going for. Next, I want you to stack your pillows instead of layering them. Honestly, I think this requires less ironing, less positioning. I think it looks so luxe, and it really bolsters your decorative pillows because it actually has something to lean up against, so it can really sit upright, look regal, do all the things that it needs to do. I love stacking them. And then if you do want to iron them, you only have to iron the top, which I think is really, 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 really nice. Plus, it's a lot easier to hide the part of the pillow that maybe doesn't have like the clean line on the side, because you can position that on the interior and no one really has to know. And of course, scenting your sheets is a really, really great way to upgrade your home overnight. So first, I would start with like some type of laundry detergent that has a wonderful scent. So I really like the Laundress. They have like a sleep spray and then a sleep detergent. I personally use that. I have really sensitive skin and it does not bother me. I think it's called Diva. I've shared this before. They also have ones. So if you don't like the Laundress scent, you can always try Diva scent. That works as well, but scent your laundry. And if you don't want to do it like maybe in your laundry machine, because maybe you're washing for your kids as well and you don't want that on their skin, I like to get a sleep spray. This is one by the Laundress, but they're also really, really easy to make if you want to DIY them. But you almost want to create like a Pavlovian experience where you smell that smell and you're like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Another upgrade that will kind of give you that vibe if you don't want to scent your linens, which is totally fine, is to have a candle warmer in your bedroom and actually just use it with a glass bowl, so like a Pyrex or something like that, as a simmer pot. I like to do this with lavender because to me lavender is a sleep scent. I'm able to take some dry lavender, warm it up. I'm able to get the scent. It's giving me like the vibe of like an essential oil without having to buy an essential oil. This is just like a lot more affordable and it's a lot cleaner if that's something that you care about. Another thing you can do in your bedroom and also in your closet to make your home feel more luxurious is to just scent your actual drawers. So you can scent your drawers. A lot of drawers have like velvet lining or something like that. You can spray them down before you actually put your clothes away. So that's also going to help all of that scent kind of get infused into your clothes and give you that luxe feeling. You can also just like take a handkerchief or something like that, spray that, put it in your drawer, put it in your closet, put a dryer ball, spray it, put it in your closet. It's going to give you that same vibe. And if you're feeling crazy, you can also do this in someplace super unexpected, like a trash can. You can put a scent sachet in your trash can. You can put a scent sachet in your hamper so that even things that aren't supposed to smell good will smell good. I mean, that is the epitome of luxury. I think another way to amp up your art overnight is to just switch the type of mats that you're using. So a lot of people use the standard mats that come with something. So if someone has a 16 by 20 frame, maybe it'll be matted to like 14 by 17 or something like that, whatever. But I want you to go big or go home. I really like to have a 25 by 25 frame and matted to like 8 by 8. I'm like, you can barely see this piece of art, queen. You better look really hard. I don't know. I think it looks luxurious. We see people do that at Restoration Hardware and Pottery Barn. I just really, really like the look, and it also creates like a sense of cohesion and uniformity. If, you know, maybe the paintings aren't all the same style or the family photos aren't all from the same shoot, it just gives you that sense of cohesion that we need, because even though our homes are all about adding things that we love and like celebrating our family and celebrating our experiences, we also want them to work well together, and this helps with that. But there are other ways to make your artwork look more expensive. For example, a way that I'm making my artwork look more expensive right now is by displaying them using an easel. So I've shared tabletop easels before, but this is a wall-mounted easel, and I really love the look of this because it adds some dimension. It really allows us to appreciate a different plane, a different visual plane, which I think is very fun, and you get a different perspective of the painting no matter where you're looking. This was able to elevate a cheap frame and a piece of art that I DIY'd and like really take it to the next level. And then you could backlight something like this if you wanted to, again, amp it up a little bit more. But I think this looks so luxe, and it's not a way of displaying art that I've seen a ton. Of course, people make art on easels, but displaying them on easels floating like this, I haven't seen this a ton. And something like this is like hundreds of dollars at Pottery Barn. I think this was $33 on Amazon. I think this would be a really, really nice upgrade. And other styling details that will upgrade your home overnight include just swapping out basics. I did an entire video on sophisticated, simple swaps. Click here to go check that out and let me know down in the comments if you would like an episode 2 of that or version 2 of that. But it's It's the little things. So switching out your soap dispensers. I switched out my soap dispensers in my actual shower. For these ones, it looks so much more sleek. I have so much less label clutter. In my kitchen, I just switched out the normal Dawn bottle for this like tortoise one. It's a glass tortoise bottle. The pump is really, really sleek. It looks really sophisticated and it's simple. I still have the functional item just in an elevated capacity. It could also be something like this marble tissue cover, this tortoise tissue cover. We're just taking things that we need baseline and elevating them. Another great way to make your home look more expensive is just to sequester things on trays. Trays help anchor, they help literally and figuratively elevate. So sequester things like that so that they're telling a story all together. Walk around your home and reposition all of your decorative accents to form either an isosceles triangle, so there is a point in the middle and then it's tapered on the sides, or a right triangle, so there is a point on the right side and then it tapers down, right? If you reposition things in these orientations, right, you are going to have a vignette that is more visually appealing. You're going to follow the rule of three and therefore kind of immediately check off 2 interior design boxes that are crucial, and you're able to do so without spending any money at all. Some other bathroom upgrades that I think just make your home look expensive overnight is to make sure that the rugs in your bathroom, so if you have a bath mat and then maybe a rug at your vanity, that they coordinate, that they're the same. Honestly, I like for all of the bath mats in the home to be the same. It just creates a sense of uniformity. I also really care deeply about perfume bottles. I am not against like the Sol de Janeiro sprays. I'm not against the Bath and Body Works sprays. They're fine, but I think we can make them look a little bit elevated. I got this perfume atomizer. I think this just looks so much more chic and it gets rid of that label clutter. I think label clutter is just not it. I want you to do an audit of all your things and really ask yourself, is this thing on display because I'm too lazy to bend down and put them in the drawer, or do I really use this item each and every day? You will probably be surprised by the answer, and then you'll also find yourself shopping down below for some containers that look a little bit better together. And I want to round out today's video by just sharing a few ways that are going to totally transform your home, but they're kind of invisible. So one, you're going to use sticky dots. So I discovered these very, very recently, but sticky dots are basically these dots that you attach to candles and they stop them from moving. And I even was able to use them on LED candles just so that they're not like wiggling around. I hate when a candle is giving the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Of course, if it's a real candle, you can kind of like melt down the wax and like anchor it in position, but you can't do that with LED candles. So I was very, very happy to find these. I think just having your candles upright looks so much more expensive. Another thing you can do is you can trim your candle wicks. I do not care if you use a scissor, but you can use a candle wick trimmer and trim the wicks. That's just going to help with your soot problem so you don't have like the black rim around all of your candles. The next way is to use carpet tape. So I love having a rug pad. I firmly believe in the rug pad, but sometimes rug pads move, or sometimes we don't feel like putting down a rug pad. I'm not gonna judge you, it's okay. Carpet tape stops your rugs from bubbling and buckling. I hate the look. It looks so frumpy, it looks so junky. In my daughter's room right now, I'm having this problem and it is driving me insane. Plus, it's a tripping hazard. Use some carpet tape. It's just going to help your rugs sit down really beautifully and nice and flat. Your doors aren't going to get stuck. You're not going to trip on them, and you're just going to have a clean look or a clean visual experience when you are appreciating your carpet. Another must do is to brush your velvet. Velvet looks so splotchy, especially when it's cheaper velvet. I know because I own tons of it. I'm not saying don't buy any velvet. I'm also not saying don't buy cheap velvet, but brush it. You can use a tanning mitt. You can use a microfiber towel. You can get a brush just for your velvet, which is what I have, a boar bristle brush. It will just brush all of the fibers in the same direction and they will look so much more luxurious. Another thing you can do to make your home look more expensive overnight is to get a little lint brush and lint brush your lampshades. Lampshades get dirty, dusty, and disgusting. I do not care how clean you are. They get dusty and they show. Please dust your lampshades. I have this mini one just for this. It's very compact. It's really easy. And you also want to dust your lampshades. I use dusting gloves because the Swiffer, I'm always afraid I'm going to crack one of them, especially in my bathroom. These dusting mitts allow me to really delicately get everything really nice and clean so that there are no streaks, there's no dust, there's no debris. And last but not least, I want you to do some cord management that makes sense. So I found this like 12-in-1 cord management box that fits in my nightstand and I'm able to charge everything. So obviously I'm a creator. I can charge my camera batteries, my microphones, my Apple Watch, my phone, my iPod if I had one, all in one space, and it compactly fits in my drawer. But you could also put this in a decorative basket or something like that so that you have like a charging center, but it's really nice and compact and you don't have cords plugged in all throughout the house trying to charge all of your things. You can have a central charging station. Growing up, I had this family nearby and they had a central charging station at the front of their house so that no one was on their phone when they came in. And I thought that was a really, really beautiful thing. And that's something that I hope to emulate one day. And this made me think of that. But okay, guys, that's it for today's video. Those are some upgrades that you can do overnight to make your home look and feel more expensive. These hacks are really going to elevate your space, and they're also going to elevate how you feel in your space. If you want to shop any of the products I shared in today's video, they're linked all down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.